What is up, guys? Welcome back to Lum's Motorsports Garage. I'm Wade Lumsden, and we are here for day number 2 at Rattlesnake Raceway of the season opening weekend. Had to come up to the trailer and grab some stuff for my brother, some breathers, some gaskets, some fittings, and a whole bunch of stuff like that. But getting that stuff gathered up, the track officials are working on electrical way over there, trying to get the lights fixed. We were able to race last night with light plants and stuff, but something I did not see yesterday. I got a hold of something out there, and my front nose is caved in and up underneath the car. So I got stuff to fix on my car, but gonna gather that stuff up for my brother, and go meet him. I think he's at a friend's house is where he's actually working on his stuff, so gonna go meet up with him so he can get rocking and rolling on his project. He's got other stuff to do, but he's gonna need this stuff sooner or later. We got to figure out tires for him. We got to figure, I mean, there's lots of things going on, so yeah, I guess I better quit yakking at you and get to work. All right, guys, here we are. We have quite the stuff going on here. Been running around trying to do tires. Yeah, he had absolutely rotted out tires. Don't have a whole lot of time here. We're running way behind. We were fighting with motor mounts and stuff like that, but I did get some tires and stuff done for him. So he's got some tires to put on his car. How you feeling?
I have a headache.
Yeah. We're running out of time. I just wanted to give you a quick update, but basically this is a car that was built 18 years ago. I sat down and thought about it. This thing was built 18 years ago. Do you realize that? Holy snap.
Yep.
And we pulled it out of the weeds, and here we are throwing a motor in it. But I wanted to show you the motor looking pretty. Look at that thing. The goal is still to get him to the racetrack. We're going to fight as much as we can, but we are running out of time. Races literally start in 4 hours, so lots to do. I still got stuff to do on my car too, so and we got to get the tow truck back to the racetrack because we used it to put the motor in. This tow truck that the track uses is actually owned by our dad. That's why we're using it to put a motor in. Don't think that we just stole the tow truck from the racetrack.
No,
so,
I stole old.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, we got to get back to work. All right, status update. We're back up at the track. Towed the car up here. Tis, how's it going over here?
Ran into some small alignment issues, but not the big hammer and the crescent wrench won't fix.
Fair enough. Carburetor adjuster. So we're slowly getting all of this stuff plugged in for him. I've been working on fixing up the front nose on mine. I'm almost done. I just gotta fix some other stuff that got bent and do some check-in on some things, and yeah, we're pretty close. We're pretty close with the modified. Hobby stock is still a question mark at this point because we still got to go through a break-in and hook up fuel, and yeah, he's still got to do safety equipment and all that jazz. So sorry I'm not really filming all this, but in the chaos we got to get things done. So just wanted to give you guys an update, one last look. This is where we're at, so back to work for us. Alrighty, guys, quick update. Still finishing up my car. We got some stuff fixed up here. Still got to finish putting it together. Got to check my oil, make sure everything's tight up here, tire pressures, all of that happy BS. My brother, we have a couple of debacles. We need to do the oil pressure line. Once the oil pressure line's done, then I think we're ready to start this thing and break it in. But we only have this bottom for an air cleaner, and it runs into the distributor. So we got to figure out a spacer or something like that.
Flip it over.
Flip it over. We do what we got to do. So, all right, it's chaos. These guys are already hot lapping behind us. We're supposed to start racing in 5 minutes. So, craziness. Tis pulled a 20, I pulled a 17. I think he's in the back of one of his heats and I'm in the front of one of mine. So probably won't talk to you guys before I get a chance to get in the car and stuff. So stay tuned. Well, I didn't film it, but I went out for my heat race, and lap 2 or 3 pushed up and got the wall. I'm used to something that's got enough horsepower to get itself out of trouble, and that is not what happened here. So we broke a lot of stuff. Let's see if I'm really hoping that I have enough parts to put this thing back together. But heck, it even broke off the fitting for the brake caliper, so that's a thing. We'll have to see what I got in the trailer. And Tiss's, we think the starter that we tried to put on there is bad, and there's not another Chevy starter in town. So he's over there trying to figure something out. He missed his heat race. This is turning out to be not a very good day. But she lives. We had to replace all my steering. Shorty's under here, you might remember him from Vegas, helping me out get that settled in while we get this cam and stuff broke in before he's got to go out and race. Rock and roll. Missed his call, but he's trying to get out there. I come up and race here pretty quick. So there he goes. Fortunately, I'm not going to be able to film or really watch him because I got to finish my car. Sorry about that. right, guys, my main is over, but we'll do a recap real quick for Tis. Call him Tis, Chris. In his hobby stock, he barely made it out. Did you make it out late?
Yeah, I made it out. Yeah, I made it out late.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we got it fired up, and we had just enough time to do a break-in on it.
Did break in. Temperature, everything was running. It was running good. Tranny didn't kick in at first. We had to do a quick dump of tranny fluid into it and power steering. Get it out there. Ran good for about half a lap and just started spinning, smothering. But there again, I mean, we never readjusted the valves after doing break-in. I mean, it was literally break-in as I was getting in the car to go race. Timing was never really set. We kind of eyeballed it real quick. That was about it. Carburetor hasn't actually been adjusted. And distributor, been a long time since it's been touched. Wouldn't surprise me if we lost the module also.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, other than that, at least we got it out to where I can get starting points and I won't fall too far behind.
Yeah, so we got him out there. We're gonna come up tomorrow, I think, and play with it a little bit, kind of as a test day, see if we can get it to run right. Check out this monstrosity. Yeah, that's right. It was the only thing I could find, and we didn't have anything to cut it with, so that's what we get, but it worked.
That's what I use for targeting when I'm going around corners.
Yeah, so they're still racing out there. I just got done with mine, but other than that, how'd it feel to be back in a race car?
Awesome.
Yeah,
it was only a few laps, but it was awesome.
We'll get you going faster.
Yeah.
My fiasco, so I slammed into the wall in the heat race. We barely got everything slapped back together, yeah, it's dark over here, but the car was going really well there for a handful of laps. I think I got passed by Sean in the number 1 car, and then just all of a sudden, I don't know what it was. All of a sudden the car just became unbearable to drive, and really hard to drive. And what did you say you saw?
Well, we could see you were dragging frame once in a while. It bounced a little bit. I mean, it was still when you were running good and fast, and then all of a sudden one lap the corner dropped way down. The tire was almost up into the hood, and frame was dragging all the way around the track, even on the straightaways. It looked like there was no spring left in the car. I mean, it looked like somebody took the spring out of the car.
Yeah, it felt like somebody dropped an anchor behind me. It was crazy. But you know, we raced, we finished. Car's gonna load itself. I'm not really sure what all happened over here, but honestly, we were taking a look at it. There's a bar over here. You guys can't see nothing, but this is cracked. There's a cracked bar here, cracked bar here. We think the frame's a little bit twisted up. Oh, there we go. We got some light. We got a crack here. We got a crack here. The frame seems to be a little twisted up. We're not 100% sure about it, but yeah, this is not great, guys. Not great. So damaged a lot, but we were able to go back out there and finish up, and I don't know, it was a rough weekend for us, but other than that, I mean, the car's gonna go home. I don't know if that's unraceable, the way that it is, if it can't be patched, or if that's going to be like a, you know, front clip job or what. I have no idea, to be honest. And without more light, we're gonna have to assess it later. But hey, we got out there, we were driving, we had a good time, so it is what it is. We had a good time. We came out and raced. My opinion, on the crate. Last night when it was hammered down, it was okay. And then in the heat race today, when I went up to the wall, I'm used to having way more motor to where I can get on the gas and get out of trouble, and I couldn't get out of trouble. It didn't have enough to get me out of trouble, so to get that rear end to just snap around, which stunk. So that's when I slammed it into the wall, and oh well. But out there with it dry slick, it was actually pretty good. I wish I could have figured out why it was throwing itself into the dirt. Of course, we didn't get a chance to do any setup on it at all. I had enough time to literally, we buttoned it up, we set it on the ground.
Brakes as you were getting ready to go out.
Yeah, he was bleeding the brakes as we were getting ready to go out. Yeah. But we set it on the ground, looked at it, said that's towed out way too far, let's suck this in a little bit. Okay, close enough. We didn't measure toe, we didn't, no caster can't, we just eyeballed everything and called it good. So I was happy with the first half of the race. Second half of the race could have gone better.
Yeah, if that race was about half the length, you would have had second place.
Hey, that would have been cool. Of course, it's easier when you're starting up front. It's a whole lot easier to move backwards than it is to move forwards, right, guys? So, all right, I think we are donezo. I was filming your back.
Oh,
the old Lumsden Motorsports logo.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I think that's it. So thanks for watching, guys.
Like, subscribe, questions, comments below. Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, he's pretty close. He's almost got it. Questions, comments, concerns down below. Smash that like button. Lumsden Motorsports Facebook page. We still got Lumsden Motorsports t-shirts, so reach out to me on Facebook. We'll figure out how to get that stuff to you. We really appreciate all your support, and yeah, thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next video. Peace. You want to say bye?
Till next time. Keep the dirty side down.
Keep the dirty side down.